Well, I think step number one is to make sure to inform the public that these deepfakes can now be created quickly and inexpensively, and they don't require a trained scientist anymore.
Own your voice. Are you speaking about this new algorithm to copy voices? This is huge. They can make us say anything, not really anything.
Really like blocked yesterday, like no signal anywhere.
Really?
Yeah, so finally getting videos from yesterday uploaded.
So I've been looking at the forecast, and the forecast is kind of a shite.
Yeah, that's kind of what I see. Yesterday was like the only window to like maybe Saturday. Maybe. Yeah.
I'm not sure at this point. Yeah, but so we realized at this time you've reached your max camp stay.
Oh yeah, I'm leaving today.
Are you?
Yeah, no, I there's certain elements I don't want to discuss that have happened, and I'm not willing to go into.
No, that's okay. I don't want to talk about that either, but I just kind of wanted to let you know, and then we wanted to just kind of help you out too, and not charge you for the camping stay. And then that way we're all covered and we're all good, and maybe if you want to cycle back around in a few weeks or something.
Yeah, definitely. I spoke to your husband. I don't want to stick around for the event because of my experiences the last two events. I wanted to make it out here ahead of time so I could enjoy some fucking peace.
Yeah.
And not even allowed to do that.
Well.
It's, I get really upset when somebody mocks me for buying a wing. Well, why you broke because you bought a wing? Like I said, I don't want to get into it, but
no, it's okay.
Nobody deserves that kind of treatment, no matter what.
Sure, okay. Well,
And when you've got they call it flying family, it only counts as a family if you get treated like family.
Sure. Not always is family very kind.
No, this is true, but at least they make up for it. But the difference between narcissistic abuse and actual pseudo-family is they don't do the narcissistic abuse.
Like I said, we don't have to get into it, but maybe 1 o'clock?
Yeah, I've got my time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got to get going if I'm going to make Monterey in any kind of time.
Monterey, nice. Much cooler weather, too.
Well, it's also one of the few places that I can get, fucked around with.
That you don't?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's good.
It gets frustrating, like when I get up to launch and, one of my videos gets spoiled because I'm like, yeah, you guys got mini wings, I've got my whole pack, and I made it less than a minute behind you. And then, somebody pipes up narcissistically like, oh, aren't you just tooting your own horn? That's not fun, that's not kind, that's not appropriate. And yet in the end, the disabled guy who has severe traumatic issues and is trying to relax is the one that gets triggered and, and then in the end it's, oh, well, we're going to support the narcissistic abuser because they have more money than you do.
Oh, well, I don't think it's that at all. But like I said, we won't get into it. But, we do support you, and we hope that your travels are safe, and you're always welcome to come back.
Thanks.
But
you see how great of efforts I have to go to. Nobody else has to.
Well, I don't know any story or anything like that, and I don't want to get into it, but I do want you to know we support you.
Thanks.
And
no, and I appreciate that letting me stay and cover my camping and stuff.
Yeah,
that's huge. That helps me out tremendously. I mean, I was just checking my books. I'm down to $175.
Yeah, and you had.
I've made it 5 years, almost 6 years on a $500 budget.
That's pretty impressive.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, it is.
And yet here I am in the hardest days. And, this COVID shit's wiped me out.
Yeah.
It's wiped me out. I'm spending $50 for groceries that should be 20 and change. Nobody can survive that.
Yeah.
It's not like I've got work. It's not like anybody's jumping out of the woodwork to hire me. It's not like I'm to toot my own horn here. It's not like I'm not one of the most, competent pilots available.
Yeah.
I've worked hard for that.
I wouldn't let that get to you yesterday.
No, it's not just the one thing. It's the constant grind. I mean, you guys are great. You guys are obviously in a position that you love me. You don't know what's going on. You don't know the whole thing, and nor do you really have to. But it's the constant one after another, and then it's the eggshells. Like I've got to sit so far off to the corner and the side of everything just to protect my panel and my gear. I mean. Last person that said, "Oh, how heavy is your pack?" Yanked it and ripped my shoulders almost out. And then they
It's
tried to
gonna get
say
better.
waiver, and I'm like, no, it doesn't work that way.
It's gonna get better.
Yeah, I know it
It's
is.
gonna
As
get
soon
better.
as
And
these
if you're-
clowns are outed, because I know what's going on. I know exactly what they've been doing. They've been microwaving me for one, using directed energy torture. And then they've got people in the community, in our community, in every community, to just cheese you off. And then it's like the old narcissistic pick, and then you blow up on them, after you've been patient for months, let's say, or years, or decades perhaps. Oh, you're the crazy one. See, I told you so. And then all of a sudden the flying monkeys and triangulation is true. And it's like, there's some people that see through it, but there's also other people that know exactly what's going on, but can't or won't speak up for fear of their own safety.
Sure.
Because they see what's happening, what they do to me.
Yeah.
Nobody
Everybody's
wants
got
that.
Their own story. Yeah.
Yeah. Nobody
But
wants
like
that.
I
It's
said,
hard.
We definitely support you, and
No, a
please come
couple weeks
visit us
after
again.
this event's over, I'll probably trickle back over.
Go back.
But yeah, it's just I can't put myself into a situation
We don't
where,
want you in those situations either.
yeah. And at the same time, even though it's private property, you guys still have a fiduciary responsibility to protect your disabled clients or everybody.
Oh yeah, it goes widespread. It's
And
not just the disabled.
when it's but with the disabled, it's federal protection level. It's you can get in a lot of trouble. A lot more trouble, especially if you knew. Actually, the way it's worded, actual or perceived, known or unknown. So like, oh, that guy's crazy. Well, guess what? You just made him, classify as under ADA. Whether they are actually disabled or not, your regard of them as crazy is enough to put them into that category. And it's not, it's more a story of other places, Torrey Pines, what do you call that, Horseshoe Bend, that they just do not understand, to at least maintain a neutrality like you guys do. And I know it's hard. I know you guys got a lot on your plate, and I know that you guys are hurting too. Everybody is right now.
Yeah.
But this, more than ever, we need to be pulling together as Flying Family. We should be pulling people here just to be safe.
Yeah. And we want that. We want that for you.
No.
We do. So I got to circle back around and do some stuff.
Sounds good. But yeah, I'm going to be out here like noonish or something. I got to catch a bus, which
That
means
sounds
still
great.
a 20-minute walk in the hot sun.
I know.
Yeah. Yeah, even to get groceries, you know how hard it is to walk into town.
I know.
Yeah, it's a long way.
I know. Let us know if we can help you. with
Yeah.
anything.
Thanks.
Thanks, Nicholas.